Pause. Yes, you. Do not scroll past this moment. I need your full attention right now. Set down whatever you were doing and stay with me for a few seconds. Something is shifting around you even as you read this. In the next 5 seconds, the spiritual atmosphere surrounding your life is going to move. Pay attention. Did you notice it? That subtle tightening in your chest? That sudden stillness, like the room grew heavier for a split second? That quiet awareness that something unseen just stepped closer? That was not a random sensation. That was not your imagination filling in gaps. That was me. Out of nearly 8 billion people alive on this planet at this exact moment, only a very small number were positioned to receive this message right now. Not later. Not earlier. Right now. And somehow, against probability, timing, and distraction, you are one of them. Your guardian angel just exercised an authority they almost never use. A once-in-a-lifetime intervention. Protocol was bypassed. The normal flow of digital noise was disrupted. Algorithms were overridden. Timing was adjusted. All to make sure this message landed directly in front of you at this precise second. Because what I am about to reveal carries a window. 72 hours. After that, the door closes. It does not pause. It does not reopen. It does not circle back looking for you. If you leave now, what has your name on it does not disappear. It is reassigned. So before we go any further, type 777 in the comments. Not later. Not after you finish reading. Right now. That action is not symbolic. It creates alignment. It opens a legal passage in the spiritual realm for what is about to be released over your life. This meeting was not spontaneous. It was scheduled. Before you ever took your first breath, heaven marked this appointment on its calendar. At exactly 4:44 this morning in heaven's time, not yours, a council convened. The chamber was opened. Records were retrieved. Your name was called. And when your file was placed on the table, it was not thin. It was heavy. 7 full years of documentation. 7 years of silent endurance. 7 years of battles no one applauded. 7 years of resistance that looked like coincidence but was anything but accidental. The accuser stood forward and presented his case. And it was not fabricated. It was real evidence. Moments when fear spoke louder than faith. Times you promised trust but chose control instead. Days when your phone received your attention before prayer did. Commitments you made in desperation and later broke in exhaustion. The record was detailed. The claims were legitimate. Under spiritual law, there was a case to be argued. For 1,260 days, an assignment had been active against your life. That number is not random. It represents half of a 7-year cycle, a biblical time frame of testing and opposition. 12 entities were assigned. Not 1, not 2. And their mandate was about to be renewed. But then, something unexpected happened. Your guardian angel stood. They invoked a mercy clause rarely activated. A provision reserved for moments when justice and compassion collide. They did not argue perfection. They presented persistence. They showed the nights you kept going when no one knew how close you were to giving up. The mornings you got out of bed when your soul begged you to stay down. The whispered prayers at 2 a.m. when you were convinced heaven had gone quiet. The choices you made to stay honest when lying would have been easier. The worship you offered with a broken heart and trembling hands. And then I spoke. 7 words. Give them one more chance. That was all it took. With those words, the petition was overturned. The assignment was canceled. The opposition was recalled. A new decree was issued, and the proof of that verdict is that you are reading this right now. Press the like button, not casually, not absent-mindedly, but as agreement, as consent, as your signature on the covenant I just established on your behalf. Now listen carefully, because this is the part that explains everything you've been feeling. What you have been carrying is not ordinary tiredness. It is not burnout. It is not laziness. It is soul fatigue. The kind where you wake up already depleted. Where putting on a smile feels like lifting weight. Where you sit in your car outside your home and need a few extra minutes just to breathe before facing anyone. For 3.5 years, there has been coordinated pressure against you. 4 assignments targeted your resources. 3 were aimed at your closest relationships. 2 focused on your physical strength. 3 pressed against your thoughts and emotions. Round the clock. Shift after shift. The financial delays you blamed on timing. The relationships that collapsed without explanation. The health concerns that appeared suddenly. The anxiety cycles that made no sense. None of it was random. This level of resistance is not wasted on ordinary lives. This kind of opposition is reserved for those who carry something dangerous to darkness. And what I placed inside you before you ever inhaled oxygen is an anointing the enemy recognizes and fears. I have been watching. I saw you standing alone in your kitchen a couple of nights ago, long past midnight, staring into nothing. You weren't thirsty. You weren't distracted. You were overwhelmed beyond words. I saw your hands shake during that phone call 9 days ago while you tried to sound steady. I saw the message you deleted, the honest one, and the safer version you sent instead. I saw you calculating bills early in the morning, deciding which ones could wait. I saw you rehearsing your smile before work. And I saw the mask fall the moment you were alone again. Your tears are counted. Every single one. As of this morning, the number stands at 44, a mark tied to 444. None wasted. None forgotten. Every cry, every sigh, every sound you couldn't turn into words has been collected, recorded, and honored. You are not who the world sees. You are not the role you perform. You are not the filtered version of yourself others consume. That has been a mask, one you wore so long you nearly forgot it wasn't your face. But I am about to reintroduce you to who you actually are. The one I formed. The one I called. The one I marked before time began for this exact hour. Share this message with 3 people. You already know who they are. Their names surfaced in your mind for a reason. That was not coincidence. This is only the beginning. Let me tell you about Michael Chen from Seattle, Washington. 2 years ago, his life was quietly unraveling. His marriage was hanging by a thread. Conversations had turned cold. His wife was emotionally already halfway gone, even if she hadn't said the words yet. His teenage son barely acknowledged him. Silence where laughter used to live. His business was drowning under $340,000 of debt, invoices stacking up faster than hope. The stress was no longer invisible. He started having chest pains. Sleepless nights became routine. When he finally went to the doctor, the words scared him. Your blood pressure is dangerously high. You can't keep living like this. At 1:47 in the morning, unable to sleep, sitting alone with his thoughts racing, he picked up his phone, not looking for faith, not expecting a miracle, just trying to escape the wait for a few minutes. That's when a message like this one appeared. He almost scrolled past it, but something made him stop. He typed 777 in the comments, not because he felt confident, because he felt desperate. Then he closed the app and went to bed feeling exactly the same. Or so he thought. Within 7 days, his wife asked him to sit down. He braced himself, fully expecting a conversation about separation, about lawyers, about the end. Instead, she said, "I don't want to give up. I want us to try again." 2 weeks later, a client who had owed him money for over a year, someone he had completely written off, suddenly paid in full. An unexpected check arrived for $77,000. Within 30 days, his son walked into his office, stood there silently for a moment, and hugged him for the first time in 18 months. Today, his marriage is stronger than it ever was before the crisis. His business is no longer surviving, it's thriving. His health markers are back in the normal range. And Michael will tell anyone who asks that everything began shifting the moment he stopped scrolling and actually listened to what heaven was trying to say. Now listen to me carefully, because what I'm about to tell you may be uncomfortable, but it is necessary. Within the next 48 hours, resistance is coming. Doubt will rise louder than before. A voice will try to sound reasonable, intelligent, even protective. It will say this is manipulation, that these are just words engineered for engagement, that nothing is really going to change. That voice is not wisdom. It is not logic. It is panic. It is the echo of defeated spiritual forces realizing their access to you has just been cut off. And they are going to do everything they can in the next 2 days to make you dismiss this moment, to make you forget what you felt when you first started reading. Expect it. And when it shows up, recognize it for what it is: the final thrashing of an assignment that just got terminated. The enemy does not waste energy on people who are insignificant. He does not concentrate fire on lives that pose no threat. The resistance you are about to experience is proof that what was just decreed over you is real. Do not surrender in 48 hours what heaven just released. You did not survive all this to quit 3 days before manifestation. Now let me show you 2 futures, both possible. Timeline 1. You close this message. You return to scrolling. You label what you felt as emotion. You convince yourself it was well-crafted content and nothing more. Life continues unchanged. 3 months from now, the same struggles remain. 6 months from now, the weight is heavier. 1 year from now, you look back and quietly wonder what would have happened if you had believed. But the window closed. The moment passed. And what had your name on it moved to someone else who acted. Timeline 2. You stay. You listen. You take the steps I place in front of you. Within 7 days, you see the first undeniable sign. Within 30 days, people start asking what changed. Within 90 days, your life no longer resembles the one you were barely surviving. Within 6 months, you are telling your own story about the night heaven interrupted your feed. And a year from now, you will point back to this exact moment and say, that's when everything turned. 2 timelines. 2 futures. The choice is yours. But choose now, because this window is closing. I am releasing a blessing over you that will follow you when you stand up from where you are sitting. My favor surrounds you like a shield. Doors that refuse to open are unlocking as you hear these words. Financial barriers are breaking. Assignments against your health are canceled. Plans formed against your relationships are exposed and dismantled. Right now, I am releasing 7 angels into your atmosphere. 1 to go before you and clear obstacles you haven't even seen yet. 1 to stand behind you and prevent your past from being used against your future. 2 to walk beside you, guarding your daily choices. 1 assigned to your home, creating protection over everyone you love. 1 over your finances, opening channels that have been blocked for years. 1 over your body, releasing restoration into every system within you. You have never been alone. Even when it felt silent, I was active. Even when you thought you were forgotten, pieces were being positioned. Even when you believed you were disqualified, a case was being built for your restoration. Within the next 30 days, 3 things will happen. First, clarity will suddenly come to something that has confused you for years, like a light switched on in a dark room. Second, a door will open that you never applied for and didn't even know existed. Your name will be spoken in a room you are not in, and that conversation will change your direction. Third, you will encounter me in a way so real, so undeniable, that it will mark you forever. It may happen while driving, walking, or standing alone, but you will know beyond doubt that this was true. Now, I need you to do 3 things within the next 24 hours. Speak this aloud tonight before you sleep. Say, I receive the decree spoken over my life. I cancel every agreement with fear. I break every false contract. I am not a victim, I am chosen. I am covered. I am marked. And breakthrough is mine. Second, when the financial provision arrives within 168 hours, give the first 10% immediately into kingdom work. Obedience keeps the windows open. Third, write down every sign, every confirmation, every shift over the next 30 days. One day you will need the details. You are reading this at the exact moment you were meant to. Not early, not late, right on time. Everything you endured was preparation. The delay was not denial. The pressure was not pointless. The silence was not abandonment. I was building your capacity. You are not receiving this for yourself alone. Others are connected to your breakthrough, your family, your children, future generations. When you rise, they rise. Comment, breakthrough is mine right now, not as a wish but as a declaration. I'm handing it to you. The question is not whether it's real. The question is whether you will live like the old verdicts still apply. They don't. This is your reset. This is your new chapter. This is your moment. I did not bring you this far to abandon you now. What I started, I will finish. Get ready. Stay ready. And when it happens, tell the story. Because your testimony is about to become someone else's lifeline. And I am only just beginning with you.